Right, we've been busy spending our money, and we've got this, well, I don't know if it's high quality or low quality, but we've got this new, super hot off the press, Android 10.25 inch stereo upgrade, or sat-nav, or what are we going to call it, like infotainment.
Well, we're not sure what it does yet.
Infotainment, we've got no idea what it does, but we're going to have a go, and you can join us on our journey. So, again, we haven't really done this, so we don't know what we're doing. Right, and this is obviously to replace the front infotainment screen on our Range Rover L405, and we'll show you how to remove it. And right, let's have a look what we've got in the box in. It's a nice looking box, mine. If the box is in, oh, how's your Chinese?
Not very good.
Not very good. I got no idea what that says. It looks like you can register it. I don't know. It's got two. I don't know. Maybe it's a postcard. You can post it off to people. We got a nice little bezel. That looks alright. It's got a shine to it.
Yeah, all black.
All black. Mm.
We've got our
main
screen.
Infotainment screen.
Let's
Let's have a look at the connections. What connections have we got on the back?
Got USB.
We got a couple of
Video out.
Optically video out. There's one of those optical connectors. Not a lot, mind. It looks like it should have a load of connectors in here.
Looks like it should do.
Doesn't. We've been mugged off. Right, wouldn't be the first time. Right, that's that.
We have got a speaker.
Oh, high quality audio system. Why is it? I'm sure I've got like 40 in my car. Anyway,
just one.
Just one.
A GPS antenna, which looks blue and looks like it goes in that.
Another one. All right.
And the one connector.
One connector.
We should have GPS if nothing else.
We know where we're going.
Microphone.
Microphone. So it doesn't look like it's going to interface with a lot of the car. Oi! My goodness me.
Some random
wiring. That looks like a little suppressor or something.
Fuse box.
Fuse box, yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's got a that's probably a smoother thing. Right, we got to do it. We'll have a look. Yeah, we've got a load of connectors.
Through that, and then we've got another adapter.
Yeah. Right. Anything else? Oh, what's that? What are those little screws? Always handy.
Couple of cable ties.
Couple of cables there.
And little foamy block.
Little rubber.
Little
razor.
Block.
Who knows? We've got no instructions. That's it.
That is
everything. Right. So let's jump back in the car and let's have a look what the old one is like. Right. So I'm going to pass over to Ian. You know,
we've done
so we've done a video. Ian's going to do the pointy bit of how to remove all this properly.
So that's the full long video of how to do it. It's not that long.
We've done a little Blue Peter style thing here, and we've removed all this, and we've removed all the screws to make it real quick, so we can take that off. So obviously, right, first thing, that new screen is 10.25 inches, 10 1/4 across the diagonal. So this one here, in fact, I was just going to show this here. Let's just have a quick look here and talk this through a little bit. So this one, obviously, only the middle bit is the screen. These are just your switch packs, and as you'll see, you can sort of take them off like that, and you can see the main bit of screen. But what's interesting is this screen obviously does the stereo, which I'm hoping the new one will do. It's got navigation, which it doesn't really need to interface with anything, and obviously it's got its own GPS antenna, so that's fine. That's sort of standalone. But some things, like if I press one of these buttons here on the, oh, do I need to just put the ignition on? All right. If I press that, I can control and look at what's happening with my heated seats. I can look, if I press here, I can look what's happening with my climate. So will that work on this new stereo, or will I lose that functionality? And also, if you go to the home, we've got the super extra features that we never use, but they're lush, like 4x4, which shows us what we're doing. I mean, I'm guessing we're gonna lose that. So these are things you need to consider if you're on my ambient lighting, where I can change all the colours, and I've never actually been into the cameras.
Sensors.
Cameras, what cameras have I got even? Oh, there we go, there's the rear camera, there's the back, there you go. So, am I going to lose all that connectivity and functionality? I've got no idea. But
no, we haven't tried it.
We haven't
tested this yet.
So I just wanted to show you that to start the discussion of what you've got to think about when you're upgrading your screen, what you'll gain, what you'll lose.
Hopefully we'll find out by the end of this video.
Right, so let's turn this off, right, and continue. So again, in the other video that Ian pointed to earlier, we'll show you how to take all the screws. I mean, all we did was take screws out, to be honest. And you don't want to watch me take screws out again. And then the screen pops out, and then you flip it over. And then this is the interesting thing, because this is the connectors we've got, and we're going to have a look whether we've got the same connectors. So that one then, and I'm guessing this might have CAN bus or something on it. And then these, I'm guessing, are the connectors for cameras and other things. But right, so, and they're all color coded, so you can't go wrong. So the green goes on the green,
pink, brown, purple.
Oh, I don't know if you can get them. Sometimes it helps just to push them in and out. Right, ooh, I can't remember what he did. What did he do? Oh, yeah, that's it. That's one. See, I mean, that one, have we got a connector for that? What's going on? Right, so that's that out. So let's go and compare this to what we've got on the, what we've just unpacked. So obviously, everything on the table here you saw us unpack earlier, other than this, which is the old screen. So let's just flip that over on this bit of foam. So that's what we've got on the back of that one. Now, we've had a little thing here. Not too big a thing, just a moderately small one. And what we've noticed is that these cutouts in the back of here that I said earlier look like something's missing. It looks like we might have to take the back of this one off and put it in there. And it looks even more like it because they've only half installed this panel. So it looks like they've just held it together. So I think that that's going to go in there. And then if we look at this cabling, I haven't worked it all out yet. But
so this is the big main loom.
It looks like there's a sort of takeoff because this connector here is the same as that one. So I think it's going to end up where that one goes in there and that one goes into the one in the car, and it sort of...
It's a T.
It's a T. It's sucking into it. And it is sucking all the data it wants out of it. And then we'll hopefully be able to work out some of this other stuff. It looks like there's another one of those sort of parasitic jumper connectors there. I can't see where that goes for the life of me. But there we go. And there's another of those little sort of, I'm going to call them parasitic jumper cables there. So whether it's a loom that fits all and you only use this one, I don't know. But I think we're on to something. Right, so let's just make it up as we go along. Oh, we ain't got a lot of choice, to be fair, have we? Right, so let's use this 2mm Allen key to take these two screws out of there.
So we think that this bag of screws they've supplied is obviously your extras for when you come to assemble this finally.
Right, and so there's that little one there. So we'll keep him somewhere there. Oh yeah, that's all gone loose now. Nearly there. Again, be careful when you put the new screws in, because you want to make sure you... I'm always nervous when I'm screwing into an area, there's a screen behind me. You put too long a screw through, you'll be through the back of the screen. So let's have a look what we've got there. Now this is ominously missing. Now I wonder if that block, Ian, is going to be pressing on that somewhere, because it's the same dimension, but we'll have a look. Right, so that's there. We've got that connector, we've got a ribbon cable we've got to connect. So I expect when we come to take this one off now, there'll be a ribbon cable, but everything else seems... Oh, we've got a connector there. Is that white one? Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so it looks like that one.
Do you need to move these USB ones out of the way? Do
you
you need to unwrap that one?
Yeah, we'll just tuck it out of the way for now. It's going to come through that same hole. But is that going to... That seems like he's going to go in there. He's quite tight on there. Let's have a little look, see. Let's have a little look down there, Ian. Does that look the same? It does look the same sort of thing, doesn't it? Yeah, if you look down in there, that looks the same sort of thing with those grooves. So that's going to go in there.
Do Do we want to put that in first? It seems like you want to
It's
kind of put
worth
that in
that
first,
first,
don't you?
yeah,
Or else they would have done that for you.
Yeah. Let's have a little.
You'd hope.
Is it gonna click in? Yeah. Okay.
It does just click in.
It does just click in.
And then so that's going to lie back
That's
down
gonna
at the
go lie
side
back down
there.
Yeah. We've got to get something for that in, and this one was also coming out that way, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, let's have a look. Right, so what have we got to do to get this one off here? Looks like that's that Torx T8 you found, wasn't it? So it's a Torx T8 screw for this. We got a bar. We got, you know, this is. You got some scanners. Like you could bet you could scan that with WeChat. You'd be right in. There's probably umpteen ones of these available, but we'll have a little play.
Switch indicator, single view, dual view.
Has it got dual view?
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, it's got some dip
1,
switches.
2.
Have a look if you can find some dip switches on there. On that circuit board. Are there any dip switches? Ah, hold on. We've got. Are they dip switches there, Ian?
Yes.
Yeah.
So for dual view,
Yeah.
we want one up.
You can't select dual view from the software like you can on the original
Not
one.
by the looks of it. So we want 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down.
Or single view, okay.
Or single view is the
I think
opposite.
we're going to go single view. We'll go single view.
What are we on
How's
at the
it
minute then?
pre-configured? They're all...
So I don't know if you're able to see, but it's this tiny little black block here.
And you should better...
And at the minute we're 1 down, 2 up, 3 down. So we're single view at the minute.
But you just slide these across. I can't quite see these.
So there's that little white block there. So towards me is up and the numbers are towards you. So that is, yeah, it's fine at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would flick them like that, yeah?
Yeah.
You need... Right, you're
Yeah,
happy with that,
we're on single view, which is why we'll leave it for now.
Right, hold on. I've got all excited there. Right, let me get the rest of these screws out. Good spot, Ian. Good sticker spottage. Anything else on there?
Not really.
Right, so just have a look at those screws there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this claims to be an 10.25 inch
Screen.
with a front 8-inch display.
Ah. Right. Okay, so this should now, I'm hoping, come off.
We've got anything around the side there? That rubber bit, is that holding it?
Rubber bit sort of for the fan doing something. It's got these like tabs here. Oh, yeah, so we need to just give him a little bit of a squidge.
It looks like that
But
rubber
I
bit.
don't want to pull too hard because we've got that cable inside somewhere.
That rubber bit, the last bit, it looks like it
Yeah,
crosses
I
the
think you're
bridge
right.
between the two.
Yeah, in fact, is there a little bit of tape there? Do you want to just... That's it.
On that side.
On that side. What?
That one's alright.
Alright, now, we've got to be careful. I'm a bit worried there's something else going on in behind it. Yep, sure enough, there is another. Right, so that's what we've got there. So that's all the gubbins we're going to push over to the new one. And this is, now to disconnect these, I used to do, right, I reckon I'm going to get my fingernail under that black bit and flap it up like so. Did that go? It might just be a pull-out one. It might sometimes have a release. That black bit is definitely a different colour. Yeah. So can you see that? That little black one there. You have to flap that little door up, which releases the cable. So there you go. Right. So we've got that.
So that want to go over the top of that?
Well, that's a good point. Or are we going to have to take the screws out of this, or what? I'm guessing we're going to have to take the
Yes, we're going to have to take the screws out and transfer that from that metal case into this metal case.
So let's have a look. So it looks like there's a... I can see the back of a screw. There. Oh, I've got one. Probably something behind here. Right, so let's have a look. What do you reckon? Torx T8 again? Right. Yeah, that. Yeah, we're good. Right, now just have a look at these screws in case we have to put this all back to original. Are these screws the same as those ones we just removed? That was Mr. Bosch. Mr. Bosch made those the same.
That looks the same.
Yeah, right, so there's one there. See there. Is our car ever going to work again?
The car will work. I mean, we'll have no sound and no heated seats, and it just won't be a Range Rover anymore. Be a Land Rover instead.
Yeah. Whoa! Don't drop them.
I got it.
Alright. So can you see where we're doing this? We've got these 4. Oh, there's another one in the middle there.
So the minute you're just working your way around the edge.
Yep, there's another one in the middle I missed. Let's have that. God, there's some circuitry in there, isn't there?
I think it's like 2 layers of board as well, if you're
Yeah.
looking through there.
But a handwritten number 3 on the back. Or is it an M? Who knows?
Or is it a W?
Right, they're all looking the same size. Right, here we go.
Or an E, that could be anything. Looks like you've got 2 in the middle here as well.
Oh, he might be just
and
joining.
you've got 1 there as well. They all look the same type.
Alright, let's have it.
Flip it over and...
Come on. Right, I'm going to do those. Now, will the top board come off? And it, but even so, it'll have to be connected to the other board.
You've got 2 bolts here that are a different type.
Right, they're all the same. Let me just have a look if any.
Got 1 more around that edge.
Is that joining something on the board, a component? Or?
Flip it over. No, that comes all the way through there.
Yeah.
And the 2 in the middle there come all the way through.
I've got 1 at the top coming all the way through. Well, that's on the that's on the board. Look, you can see where that one's bent over there. So I've got, but that means they're going to have the top board's going to have to come out separate to the. So what do you reckon then?
Can you take that one, that one, that one out?
No, okay, let's go for it. We're past the point of no return now, Ian.
Past the point of anyone watching now as well.
Yeah, everyone's bored now. Right, speed this bit up if you're watching it, Aaron. Right,
I might do it for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
These little Torx T8s undo all the ones that you can see from the top there.
Right, is there any more I'm missing? That one there, you
one
reckon?
there.
I'm just going to check. Not that I doubt you, Ian, but I'm just going to have a little. Because it's hard to get onto even. I'm starting to get some movement on it. Right then, sorry, I've lost it again. There.
Then you've got 2 over this side that don't
Now,
look the same.
We should have like one of those anti-static protection and all that stuff on, shouldn't we? We're in danger of blowing things up here. Right, and let's have a look again. What's that?
These 2?
You reckon those 2? Are they the same? No.
They're a different size.
They're a different size.
Screw head, but they're a different size Torx as well, are they?
Yeah. Alright, let's have a look. Stop. Right, so we've taken these 2 out here as well now.
So these are a little self-tapping. Those ones there.
And then if you pull here, I think we're going to find there's a connector on the back of here, but I'm not sure. Let's have a look. I sort of want to have a look what's going on, really. So some of it's coming and some of it's not. I'm just having a little peek inside. I don't quite know why.
It looks like they are separate boards.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was I right? Yeah. So yeah, you want to pull in this area when you're separating them, which is where you've got these little pins. I thought that. So if you can sort of pull close to here, that's the connector there that mates with that one there on the other board, right? So that's got there. Now that's come off, and that has got most of our outputs on, but not all of them. And as they've given us those 2 holes, right?
We suspect we need the bottom board.
We suspect we need the bottom board to go in there, right? So we're
back to the T8s.
It would have been better if we could have just slapped that straight on there, wouldn't it? I mean, could you slap that straight on there? Have we overthinks this?
No, because you don't have the cutout for any of these cables to come through.
Right, we'll let them off that one. Right, let's keep going then.
I mean, they could have designed it to take that, but
we don't want to do their job for them. Right, and there's another one of those. They're all looking the same other than those two self-tappers. What were those two self-tappers into? Did we work that out yet?
No.
No.
Ah, they're holding that connector on, so you don't need to do those two self-tappers.
We'll put those back in, yeah?
I don't think.
No, I think you're probably right. I think it was. We just thought it was tight, but it was actually that connector, wasn't it?
I think it's actually that most bus connector there.
Yeah, it's just giving it a bit of mechanical. Right, here we go. Right then, dirt, one there.
That's one. So we're hoping we flip this round and we should hopefully
All the
be able
stars
to
are
slot them
aligned.
in and repopulate this with all the T8s.
Right, so there's your little whatever board that is. That's that out. So that's that one. So we're going to put that one to one side. We're going to put that in our little discardery pot. And then we're going to put that one up that way. I don't think you can get it the wrong way up. And yeah, and lo and behold, and should we see if the old screws work?
They look to be the right size thread.
To be the right size.
I'll take a guess and say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going in.
Happy.
So we don't need to watch this bit.
No.
We're just going to put all
We'll
those
put all
screws
that back together,
back
yeah.
in, and we're just assembling it all in the new case.
Yeah. Right, Ian's having a go now. I'm getting tired. So we've put it all together. So all those holes line up. Everything that all seems to make perfect sense. Pushed it in. Just make sure you line it up and push it in to get that second board back on. But we're looking good. Right then. So now we're going to try and get that ribbon cable in. So if you sort of position it near the same. You've got to get it in and you've got to put that little black flap up. Do you need me to hold it or have you got it all there?
No, that's it.
That's it, good. That's probably the trickiest bit of the whole thing so far. And then you're going to go and use those little... Right, yeah. So we've got all the cables coming out there. That's key, isn't it, Ian? We've got to make sure we've got all the cables.
Watch you don't pinch your USB cable or anything there. Do we need that block for anything? Is that...
I wonder if that block was... Look, Ian. What's that block there, look? See, on the top of that old one, was that in the vicinity of the ribbon cable? Is it to keep that ribbon cable pushed down? See, I'm looking at that old one, Ian, and it's below... It's...
Does it want to just sit on the back of here?
On the back of there. Where's that? Because that one definitely... Has it got a block or anything? Does it got a diagram of where it goes?
No, there's
nothing.
There's no...
Right, we're not sure where that goes. If anyone's got any better idea and they're doing this later on in whenever, let us know. We're going to leave the little block. But it feels to me like it is something to do with something like that ribbon cable, but...
So I'm just going to use those little Allen keys, the ones that they supplied.
Yeah, get those. And the Allen bolts, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to empty them out for you.
I'm not sure where the posi ones go.
Right. We'll get that screwed up and then we'll come back. Screwed up, yeah. That's the truth.
Hopefully not.
Right, so we've got it all together now. We've got those screws in. The only two bits we've got left on the table that we need to work out where to connect is this is the GPS antenna, which I guess we're going to have to put under the windscreen somewhere. And that's got the blue connector, so I'm guessing that goes in that one on the end there. We have got a microphone, which I'm guessing is for the phone system.
And we have a mic lead on this.
We've got a mic lead on this octopus here. Octopus, by crikey, he's more of a centipede.
We've got that one, which we believe is our interloop there.
And we've got loads of connectors for loads of other stuff that we've got no idea as yet.
We don't know
so let's dive behind the car, because it looks like they've given us some connectors that we can hack into again.
This one and this one.
Yeah. Now, unless that one, and that one are all sort of the same, and it just depends which car you got, I don't know.
It's the only one with that smoothing block on it, though.
Yeah. So those might be. We'll have to have a look. Let's have a look behind in the dash. Let's go and have a look in there now. Right, the light might not be brilliant. But we're gonna have a go at just connecting it. We haven't really worked out what's going on.
You need to spin it
Spin
around.
it around, yeah. So we've.
Oh, we've got power.
Oh, have we? It's that way round, but how are we gonna? It's clearly that way up, Ian.
It wants to be that way up at least.
Yeah.
I think you might have to. They should all just push back in, right? They're all just push connectors. You've got even more going on now.
Oh,
yeah.
You tell me what's going on.
So, how good was your Chinese?
Oh, don't tell me I've got to brush up on a bit more. Ni hao.
I don't know, but you're pressing stuff. I'll tell you that now.
Probably should be doing this with it off, but.
Oh, yeah, that's. Unplug that one. Whatever one it was you just plugged in.
Yeah.
Because now we've got our parking sensor button here.
Yeah.
We've got the home.
Why do I want to unplug stuff?
If you unplug it.
Yeah.
That's clearly giving us quite a lot of information.
No, I think it was just coincidental.
Oh,
I think it was just booting up.
I was going to say, because that just...
No, I think it was just coincidental.
As soon as you plug that one in, it suddenly switched to this display that we've got here.
Yeah.
No signal on it, though.
Yeah, no signal. Let's have a look. Oh. I'm sort of hot plugging it. I'm not sure what order we should be doing all this in.
Maybe leave the big one till last, to be honest.
Yeah, probably a good idea in it.
Which is the opposite of what we did, but...
Yeah, anyway, we'll do worst case. Hold on. I'm getting that. Right, I have my colour blindness going. Oh, pink.
You get them in the right order, yeah?
Yeah, am I still touching the screen?
Yeah.
Green.
I would turn the screen off, but...
Yeah. Right, hold on then. I think that's all. You have a quick check here. We got those most bus ones there.
That's everything. You've got the 4 in the middle and then the 3 in the top, this top corner, yeah?
Yeah. Right then.
I think actually you pressed car.
Yeah.
And then...
No signal. Well, we don't know what no signal is.
So, it could be one of the multiple inputs that we aren't using. If I press home, it takes us to the Chinese page.
Now we've all got to work out the settings. You reckon, which one of those says language then?
Oh, not that
scroll
one,
down,
not that
scroll
one.
down. Well, they got some little icons with them. Which icon looks like?
Person?
Person.
You probably can't see this. There
No.
we go. Contrast is a bit better now. Information.
I reckon the system's timed out. Oh, look at that. Hold on, we got 0 kilometers an hour. We've got all sorts going on now. All we need to do is work out how to get it in English and we'll be home and dry. Person.
No.
No.
Information.
Android. What's that top one do? Got on that one there.
Driver.
Ah, pin number.
No.
No. Ooh.
I'm gonna get photos.
Right, we're gonna have to brush up. We're gonna go and do a quick course in, is it Mandarin or Cantonese?
I couldn't even tell you that, to be honest.
Either that or you're gonna have to press every button. There you go. What does that even mean?
I'm just gonna press off of that. World.
English. Bingo!
Oh, you said I couldn't manage it, eh? Set up. There we go. Press home. Navigation, media, phone.
Look at that. Right, so we're...
Backlight, Bluetooth, touch assist.
Right, so I can't sit here and hold this all the time.
Okay,
so what we can do with all these other wires, we've got the GPS to connect and we've got that other speaker to connect. We're getting quite excited about.
Have we even found where that other speaker goes? We'll have to
but
figure
what I
that
mean
out.
to note, look, you see when you're not using the switch packs functionality, you've got the whole screen, so you have got more screen size. Because at one point we thought it might just be a 10-inch
so if you
screen
press
with
car,
an 8-inch.
it takes you back to a sort of 8-inch size screen, I think.
Eventually,
It did.
it did. Hold on, it might be. Hold on, I think it was me. I think because we haven't started the car properly. Oh,
It's doing
it's
something.
doing something.
I don't think it likes us anymore. Are you holding it wrong now?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll try and get this fitted in and,
get it working again.
See what happens.
Yeah. Right, we've got signs of life. We've had a little play. It's looking good. So we're going to continue with the install. So we've got to plug in the GPS thing. Oh, I can't see. You got it in? So we're going to plug the GPS in. We're not going to route it. We haven't worked the routing out yet.
We're just going to plug it in to test what we can do.
And then the other one we need to plug in.
And we think we might be able to squeeze it out, that wire out over the top.
Or just out the side for now, I think.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Just so we can get it in and have a bit more of a test.
And you wanted the mic
microphone,
in as well?
Yeah. That was on its separate lead, wasn't it?
That was on a separate lead.
It was on one of those. Which we don't. Oh, there he is. The only
bottom.
one that didn't come up. Hold on, let's get him tidy. There he is there.
And then we had a speaker as well. Does that need to go in?
Oh yeah, where did that go?
That got to the table.
That got to the table. Well,
Let's go grab that. I'll swap.
Yeah, you swap that. I'll go and grab the speaker.
So we even get warnings when the car doors open. So it is communicating with the car system somewhat.
Right, so that one.
Is that one down there?
That one had that little. How many pins that got in it? 2. Have we got a black 2-pin connector on here? There is a black 3-pin there. That one's not going to have it. What other ones we got? That's the 6-pin.
There's an orange, that orange one there.
Which orange?
Go back, the orange on that T. That's a 2-pin.
Yeah. It's black, it's a 2-pin. It's got the same sort of...
No. Yep.
That's only got one populated wire. That scares me. Yeah, I don't think it's that one because there's only one wire going into that.
Okay.
That doesn't seem right.
Oh, there's a blue one there.
There's a blue one there. What does that say? Ah, that says Chinese.
That says Chinese, but it's the only one we got.
With 2 wires. So I reckon I'm happy with that.
You had that right the first time.
Did I?
Yeah.
There. You're alright. Right. There we go. So there you go. Right. We don't know what that's going to do. And again, I'm not...
Don't know where we're going to put it either.
Don't know where we're going to put it either for now. But we'll worry about all that later. I'll just have it on my... Right. Let's see if we can get most of these wires tucked in behind there. You've got the 2 wires coming out your side.
And there's a whole host of other stuff if you want it. So it looks like
we've got USBs and
USBs
everything.
You can put to each side. They'll probably reach the back, to be honest.
Yeah. Right, well, let's tuck all that in. Let's just try and get some screws in here. We can do all the tidying up later. Let's just check it actually fits in first. Right, and it feels like it's resisting me a little bit.
So it looks like you don't need quite as many screws. It looks like it goes all the way left a little bit on my side.
You reckon left?
I think you want to come towards me a little bit. Because it's got that whole metal frame, so on your removal, you're getting caught on these, I think.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, sorry. Just severed your fingers off.
Caught on that big plug.
Right, and I got over without fitting the drinks holder. Look.
Try that.
Yeah, that's better. Yes. Right.
Yeah, so where we removed that separate metal frame originally, this goes straight to those 4 screws, so you don't have the inside frame. You don't have the screen mount and then this metal frame. It's all one piece.
Right, so at least we can. It comes out a fair way, doesn't it? But yeah, it looks right. It looks sort of right, doesn't it? Now, that's it. Oh, where's those screws gone?
All stuck to your speaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It looks like you need to flex that out a little bit. Looks like it's a little bit short on this side.
Why is that not? Oh, there's some plastic.
It's just this anti-scratch protection.
It seemed to find its own way. I won't do that one tight until I got that last one in.
See, that one probably wants to...
Yeah, get the angle on it. Yeah, well done.
But it fits. So far so good. There is a little bit of room. Oh, if you slacken that one back off again.
Or have I got you tight?
You got cables.
And you got a little bit of a better... It looks like you might have more room to go down at the bottom. And one point to note on the routing cable, we'll work the routing cables out, but these bottom panels, they just pull this way. So they just pull. I've just pinged a metal clip off there. There should be 3 metal clips on there, but that might give you a good...
We can,
oh, you can tuck those away.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of room up the back there now to be able to actually route
stuff in somewhere useful.
In down there.
Yeah.
So you're not completely trapped at the sides just to come out up the bottom corners there. GPS, even if you go sort of down and round
along, up
the bottom and back up.
Yeah, we'll probably do that. Right, that's good. Right, what does everyone want to know now? Yeah, so we've got everything in. Does it now? Can we now find the GPS? We're in a building at the moment, so we'll probably have to get it out. The other thing we need to look at, Ian, is didn't they give us another frame here?
Yeah, so that all black frame. So it looks like we've got a bit of plastic. Well, do we need to trim off here or something?
Should we get on with that next? Then at least we can have it sort of looking like it's installed. Because look, if we go to put that on, it's all in the wrong place down here. It's in fact, I'm not even sure it's gonna, but we'll have a look. It should just catch it, shouldn't it? It feels like it's...
Yeah, this has got a recess here that it shouldn't. The other one doesn't have.
Doesn't have, is it? Okay, because it's got a bigger. Yeah, you can see that there, Ian. Yeah, that recess along the bottom edge here.
But we've been on. We've got it in English now, so we actually know what we're doing. We've got navigation and stuff up. We've changed the colour so it's not quite that horrible white garishness. The settings all seem fairly intuitive and stuff.
So the key one was the language one, which is the picture of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, so language is your
world
picture.
And then when you go to that one,
it was just...
And then it's the bottom one, which is English. Yeah.
Hit English, and then you'll be able to understand what you're doing, hopefully.
Yeah, and then back. Whoa, sorry. So yeah, we can see the bigger display. So let's get that front. Let's next do that. I think we're gonna have to do a separate video for like use and operation of it. But in terms of the install, the last bits we've got to do are get this trim bezel swapped over, and then maybe work out some cables. So we'll have a little play with that, and let's get that sorted. Right, so here we are. We've got that working. We've got some things working on, haven't we? And on the stereo. So we'll just draw this video to a close now. So, and we'll show you how far we've got. We haven't. So we can get it to boot up. We've changed the language from Chinese to English. We can get the various things to work. We need to do a lot more work on this and see if there's because a lot of the music stuff seems to have too much Chinese on it.
And we've still got wires hanging out, but that's just a case of finding your own routing through it. Seems to be neat.
And we'll do another video, but let me explain while we're drawing this one to a close. Basically, we've been sent by the supplier the wrong one. Now, if you look along here, this bottom edge juts out more than the dash line. And if we're going to put the dash panel back, if we put it back where it's supposed to be, you can see it's supposed to follow this line, but it's sticking out way too far. Now, initially we thought, oh, that's right, because you've got this surround. So they do send you another surround, and I think if you take this one out, it gives you a bit more clearance, because this has got the cutouts where the... I'll put my ambi on. Can you see where the switch packs used to be? And I think they give you a new surround without those cutouts and everything. So it may be that you have to pop this one out, but this one doesn't look like it's popped. It's sort of melted in, so you've got to unmelt it a bit and take that one out. But they've sent us the one for the Range Rover Sport L405. So that is the problem we've got. So we are going to order the correct one. We will then get to this stage and we'll do another video. Ian will do the little point, but it won't be there for a few weeks, so don't write to me telling me it's not there yet, of how to do the final install and the using, and we'll do a test and see if it's any good. But I've got people already commenting in my how to take the dash out video, can you do this upgrade on a 494 Sport? This is the stereo you would do for a 494 Sport, so some of this video will help you also on that. But that's where we're going to leave it today. Anything else you want to add, Ian?
Oh, I think that's everything for now.
Yeah. Cool. Well, good luck with that, and keep an eye out, and we will get the right stereo in here and carry on. And if you're buying a stereo, make sure you buy the right one, and they send you the right one before you get as far as we've got. And when we get the other one, you'll see, I guess it's just going to be this frame actually that's different, and it will sit slightly differently, so it shouldn't look quite like that. Good luck.